Okay, going to try to stay on topic this time. It is Wednesday, March 9th at 11:15 p.m. So I'm actually doing a video when it's not the next day at night. Okay, so first of all, look at my nails, like blue and purple for no good reason. Okay, yeah. Okay, how to get that in my system. Okay, so I wanted to check my email on Yahoo, and it had this, one of the links and the little like little story things that they have up was one of the writers is getting married, and she's thinking about hyphenating her name, and her husband was all against it, and like I read all the comments about women getting married and changing their names and all that. So this is going to be my general opinion on that and the whole Mr., Mrs., Ms., that mess. Okay, so, as for the name changing thing, no, I think it depends on the couple, so, I mean, whatever they decide, whatever. Now for me, well, considering, yeah, okay, fine, I'm single as all get out, and, I think for me, it would depend on, like, okay, it would depend on his name, and, like, what the initials would be. And, well, I'm not well known in any way, shape, or form, so I don't, like, if I were, like, a writer or something where my name is out there, like, you know, where, like, my name is my kind of brand or market or whatever you want to call it, then I would definitely have to keep my name or hyphenate it just because that's what people would know me as. But apart from that, it depends on the couple, you know, like, okay. I have I don't want to say, like, my last name is a patronymic last name, like, you know, like, it's like O'Neill or McIntyre or Johnson, those kind of names. So, like I have, like, so if I had another name like that, then I would have to just keep my own name or change it, because that would be too tacky. I'm trying to think of a name. Like, if my last name was Johnston and I married a Shelton, that would be too matchy for me. Like, the tons, like Shelton, Johnston, it's too matchy, and I would have to just drop one or keep one or do something like that. And mine, then, like, it would, like, okay, my first middle name, or, like, even if I dropped my middle name and kept my last name, my initials, they don't really spell anything bad, so I don't have to worry about that. So, like, if your name is Amanda Sarah Brown and you marry Mr. Smith, you might not want to drop your last name. You might want to pick another name to do, because you don't want your name to be Amanda Sarah Smith, because your initials are going to be ass, and that's not good. you might want to change the name to Amanda Brown Smith, or Amanda Sarah Brown Smith, or something like that, you know. And so there's that, my slightly discombobulated opinion on it. By the way, I just took like half a Tylenol PM because I need it to help me sleep, so my brain's a little easier right now. Okay, so moving on to the like the Mr. Mrs. things. Okay, I'm going to do desktop share here. This custom area. Gotta fix this little thing here. There we go. Guys. Okay, so for like Mr. Okay, you know, MR is just Mr. and it applies to all guys, any age, married or not. Simple. But let me do this. And this is my opinion. Okay. Whoops, hold on. Like, to me, Miss is just an unmarried woman. Like, anyone who's not married or has not been married before is a Miss to me. And then there's Mrs., which is the, you know, married woman. And I know it's like Mrs. or Mrs. I don't know how you want to pronounce that. I have no idea what the long version of that would be. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know that, maybe? No. This is like the one time I have actually not gone to Wikipedia before making a video. And then there is this. For the longest time, and I still kind of do, I mean, I know it's not really, but like when I first saw this, to me this is an like a divorced woman who who I guess this would be like to me that would be a divorced woman who still has her husband's name, but you know isn't married to him anymore and just hasn't gone back to her name or has just wanted to keep his name. So that's what that means to me. And like I know it's pronounced like Ms. And to me there's not like when you're speaking there's not much of a difference between Miss and Ms. So yeah, I mean like I know technically Ms. is supposed to be for women who don't want you to know if they're married or not. And I'm sorry, but wouldn't the ring on your finger kind of give that away anyway? I mean, unless you're on if you're on the phone or whatever, then yeah, I get that. But I mean, I guess it's like kind of the Mr. thing. It's like a way for, well, you can't tell. I mean, on one hand, guys probably they should have something about the Mr. that changes, but whatever. So yeah, so I consider myself a Miss, not Ms., Miss, because like it's like I know that Ms. is just for like I'm fine with me. You don't need to know my marital status, whatever. But to me, somehow I have gotten the divorced woman association with that in my head, and yeah. But I don't know if I don't know if personally I would use Miss or Ms. if in a case I got married, took my husband's name, and then divorced and took back my own name. I don't know. Not really a big issue with me right now, so I don't know. So yeah, it's just whatever that was. Okay, I do genealogy, as you all know, and I'm into like, the DNA part of it. And there's like, I know it would never really happen, but there's a part of me that wishes people would give their sons the father's last name and the mother's their last name, and like they would have done that like from like way on since last names came into use. Okay, I guess I know, kind of retarded, but hey, it would make it easier. It would make it easier for me to find my direct maternal ancestors, but whatever. That would be neat because guys pass on their Y DNA just straight on, and women pass on their mitochondrial DNA that while their sons get, they do not pass on. So yeah. And it's like almost midnight, so I am just, these are my late night thoughts and stuff. So yeah, and let's see, in other news, my little brother, who we're going to call T, is on Facebook. He's 10. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that. It's like, on one hand, I like being able to talk to my little siblings, but on the other, they're not really old enough to be on Facebook. Like, whatever. Oh, and these, yeah. Okay, I know in another video I mentioned I went to Great Clips and asked for side bangs. Side bangs! Woo! It's like the most retarded side bangs ever. I'm thinking about getting them like fixed to have like an actual bang, but we'll see. And I am almost at 10 minutes, and I know we have longer, but you don't want to hear me ramble about and Mr. and Mrs. and stuff like that forever and a day. So, with that, oh yeah, there's a user on here called Gary7, like, hold on, it's right here. Make the font smaller. Or Brian Stalin. He does like the past lives thing, and I'm going to send him some pictures and see what he says about my past life. Not really sure if I believe in it, but hey, it'll give me something to compare to, like kind of like a different perspective of sorts. so, I mean, hey, it can't hurt to have a different perspective on whatever, so, well, go ahead, just give it a shot. It can't hurt. I can look at whatever he says I am and compare it to my life and maybe learn something from that. We'll see. This. I think those are the same person. I'm not sure. So, yeah. Okay. There you go. So, we'll see what comes of that. Might do, yeah, so. Okay, I am going to go because I'm starting to not make a lick of sense. Bye. Ooh, I gotta show you something real quick. Hold on. I can figure out a decent way to do this. You gotta take off my pants. Cow pants! Cow pants are awesome! Yes, those are my favorite PJ pants, and if I did kind of draw them up in the dryer when I first started learning to do laundry. Okay, bye! And cow pants are awesome!